Good morning, everyone. June is here and the summer months are upon us. May was Mental Health Month, so you might have been hearing a lot of the term used over the last couple of weeks. I'm Tamara Schubert, your Family Consumer Science Agent for NMSU and Chaves County Cooperative Extension. And I want to thank you for joining us this month as we talk about mental health and some strategies to help us make it through the day. Let's start by defining mental health. So mental health includes our emotional, our psychological, and our social well-being. But it also affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It helps determine how we handle those stressful situations, how we relate to others, and our ability to make healthy choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from adolescence through childhood and even into adulthood. Life's normal ups and downs can throw us off kilter, but simple emotional strategies and healthy habits can help us keep those ups and downs in check. So one thing that the majority of us all face, especially in today's fast-paced world, is stress. Stress, quite frankly, is a fact of life. But too much stress can take a toll on both our mind and our body. And even though we deal with it, the good news is that we can get ahead of stress and manage it by practicing ways to find calm in the moment and preparing for stressful situations in the future. This takes some self-reflection. When we understand when and what makes us feel stressed, we can look out for stressful situations. And by noticing how stress affects us, we can learn to handle stress better before it manages us. So here's your question of the day. Have you ever planned to take some time off, some much needed time down, like a day off or maybe just a few minutes to yourself? But instead of resting or doing what you had planned, you start a new project, you got busy with something around the house, or you immediately said yes when that phone rang. And that downtime you had for yourself, well, it never happened. Does that sound familiar in your life? I know it was in mine. And when we're addicted to action, or in other words, we're going and don't take the time that we need to focus on us, that leads to stress, and many times a buildup of stress. So, how do we change the cycle? Create deliberate pauses in our day that help us learn to slow down. So here's what you try this week. Every hour, set a timer for 45 seconds. May not seem like a lot, but it will help in the long run. So when you get the notification, stop what you're doing, let go of the thoughts you're having, and turn your focus on breathing. So there's lots of breathing activities out there and lots of breathing exercises that you can find on the web. Find one that works for you. One new one that I saw this week is actually a turtle breathing. And this one works great for kids too. So you inhale and your head shrinks into the turtle shell. So you're going to inhale and bring your shoulders up. Hold your breath for 3 seconds and exhale as the turtle comes back out of the shell. Take another deep breath. And the turtle's going to look around and exhale to the other side. So repeat that, and you're going to do it for 45 seconds. Focus on your breathing. If the turtle doesn't work for you, no problem. Find one that does. But the goal is to get 45 seconds every hour. This one works great for kids too, because while the turtle is down in his shell, you're holding for 3 seconds. That gives kids time to take a break in their mind and think through the stressful situations they may be having. So taking deep breaths is a great way to slow ourselves down, but it's also a way for us to manage those stressful situations that come up. So I challenge you this week to find a breathing technique that works for you. This week, remember, take a moment, take a breath, and take time for self-care. Thank you for joining us, and join us next week as we explore more things to help us handle this day-to-day life.